Hey, what's happening? You see, look, it's still wavy. I don't know, people with hair. When I get my hair done and everything, I get the little lines right here to make it look even, but I'm still good, though. I'm off topic already, man. Thank you for coming to my page, Ray Rob on YouTube. I got my podcast, the Ray Rob Report, Sports with Ray, all that good stuff. In the second week of 2024, we already know 2024 has not wasted any time. Everybody knows what's going on. If you haven't seen it, just go check it out. There's just a lot going on. People didn't waste no time. And 2024 is 2024 and already. And I'm here for it. But I feel good, I've been BSing. I'm at the biggest I've been in a while. So, I said, let me go to the gym. I didn't make a New Year's resolution or anything like that. I'm pretty good with going to the gym, and then I'll just have one thing that'll just get me off track, and then I'll stop going. And we know the main thing in life is just really discipline. So, I'm not, usually when I go to the gym, I try to post it because I was really trying to hold myself accountable. But this time, and I'm not even going to speak about it anymore, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it, you know what I'm saying? Because I need to. And whenever you go to the gym, it always feels better for me. I always feel better afterwards. I did a little cleaning, got my cleaning in, clean the crib, and I'm ready to go. And I feel better, man. I hope everybody's had a great week. We'll have a great weekend. Enjoy going into the Martin Luther King holiday on Monday. I just wanted to come on real quick and wanted to give some of my predictions. You know me. If you haven't seen this page, of course, I rock with Old State. I'm a Bears fan as well. Shout out to Michigan. Yeah, I'm an Old State fan. I don't care for Michigan like that. But the thing is, I'm grown. I know some people hate each other and they want to prove who the realest fans is by how much you hate each other. I got my homeboys who try to troll me, but I don't really give a F like that. I be salty, but not that much where they just be trying to irritate me. And it don't work because I can't control what happens. I just enjoy the game. But shout out to Michigan. Well, whatever happens with the cheating scandal, it's going to get called back. But I don't even care about none of that because they deserve to win. They proved they was the best team in the nation. People saying, what if Georgia would have played Michigan? Well, hell. If Marvin Harrison didn't get injured last year, we would have beat Georgia. So we don't do what ifs. We can do what ifs for a lot of seasons that's happened. And I can give you a what if that could have, did the butterfly effect. But shout out to Michigan. They got their chip. They was determined. They got had a bunch of seniors that came back and they set out for a goal and they achieved it. And I see Ohio State, we kind of following suit. Got a lot of people returning. JT returning, Sawyer returning, Donovan Jackson returning, Emeka Ibuka returning, Travion Henderson returning, Keyshawn Junkins transferred from Ole Miss. That backfield is going to be ridiculous with him, Henderson, and Dalen Hayden is a dog. He's going to get in there somewhere. We're stacked. Simon is coming back. Can't wait for Hicks to get on the field. Telling y'all, man, Hicks by the end of next year, he the team, man, they gonna play a lot faster. Those Buckeyes gonna play a lot faster. Burke is back, Hancock is back, Igbinosun will be a junior. Matthews is a dog, so really loaded. And so the expectations will be there. We got Howard from Kansas. I'm over here tripping. I'm sorry. We got Howard from Kansas State. He's very mobile, got a nice strong arm. Devin Brown's in the mix. And Aaron Nolan, I'm a believer. I don't know how he's going to figure in what. He's going to have to get on the field somehow. I just know that. So we're deep. And can't wait. But shout out to them. And shout out to the next year. It'll be a 12-team playoff format. So we'll be good to go. But how do I want to transition? I don't really want to transition. You know what? Let's just get into it. It is playoff football. It is Super Wildcard weekend. That's what we're here for. I came here a couple years ago. My wildcard picks were correct. I need to go back and check again. I don't know how I did last year, but I'm pretty on point. I'm pretty good on point. So the first game that we want to look at is the first game that kicks it off. That is going to be the Cleveland Browns versus the Houston Texans. Now, what Cleveland's been doing is remarkable. Their defense, best defense since the Legion of Boom in 2014, only giving up 270 yards a game. Flacco been balling, and Flacco been Flaccoing too. And some people are pointing it out, and other people aren't. And you got one team that led the league in turnovers at 37, which is the Cleveland Browns, and then you have another team that gave up the fewest turnovers, which is 14, which is the Houston Texans with a rookie QB. So one or two things to me is going to happen. Joe Flacco is going to throw 1 or 2 interceptions with a pick six, or CJ Stroud is going to get stifled by the Cleveland Browns defense. One of those two, it's a very good possibility that both of those two happen, but I think one is going to be more prevalent than the other. As great as you are, you cannot overcome turnovers, all the time, especially in the playoffs. I'm a Bears fan. We really could have ended all this with Joe Flacco, but, our offensive coordinator is gone. I'm going to have a whole diatribe about that in the next few days. Just strictly about Chicago Bears and the state that we're in. I'm going to go off. I'm going to tag some people. I'm not trying to do it for just popularity or anything like that. It's just my thoughts, because they're crazy. These last 2 years are, it's crazy. But that's what the media does. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back to the Browns and Texas games. In my mind, I feel like CJ Stroud, sometimes, people saying like he's a rookie and everything. Sometimes you can just look at somebody, and I always thought this. He looks like, man, he can play quarterback like really good. Like he's really excellent. His accuracy is ridiculous, man. He's just a good young man. I don't want to, I'm twice as old as him, but I don't want to call him a kid. But man, that dude, his faith is strong. And the crazy thing is, because he's a pocket passer. I know black QBs, they don't get looked at like that. But that man was recruited as a dual threat QB when he went to Ohio State. He's just great in the pocket. But he can move. Sometimes I feel like sometimes you get so used to being in the pocket, because you can make every play in the pocket. Sometimes you just stand in there. Even Justin Fields, he didn't run that much in college because they stayed in the pocket. I mean, they did have weapons and everything, but they stayed in the pocket. And then sometimes, like Lamar, sometimes you just, sometimes your block is not going to hold up. It just be it's that kind of game. And it ends up like that. And so once people looked at Georgia, once they saw the Georgia game, like, he can move. Yeah, CJ can move. I'm saying all this to say that I got the Texans winning 28-20. It's going to be a good game. I think Joe Flacco is going to throw an interception and maybe a pick six. That's going to be the difference. I think the Cleveland's defense is for real, and they have 3 corners. I mean, I'm not sure if Denzel Ward's playing because that's key if he's not that. But they have 3 corners they have maybe the best cornerback trio in the league between Denzel Ward, Greg Newsome, and Mark Emerson. Denzel is he not Antoine Winfield Sr., but he kind of like him, but he a little faster as far as that man can cover and he can tackle. I think he might be a little better in man coverage than Antoine. And Antoine was real good. Antoine also excelled in zone. And Antoine was just an excellent tackler, which his son is as well. Shout out to his son. His son is dope, But I always saw Denzel in that mode. And then Greg Newsome, speedy guy, 6'1", 6'2". Man, that man can cover. And then you got Emerson in the slot, 6'2". So they long rangey. So they can cover all. And so it's going to be a challenge. But see, it depends. Cleveland is not that great. They're middle of the pack to kind of subpar in the running game. And I think Singletary gets about 75 to 85 yards to keep them honest, And so I'm going to go 28-20 Texans. And then tonight we have the Dolphins and the Chiefs. I feel sorry for everybody playing that game. Everybody talks about, weather only affects one team. It's about to be like a couple of degrees tops with the wind chill of negative 20, 30. I mean, I know you get paid millions of dollars, but damn, do you have to? What's the temperature where you don't play? What's the unsafe temperature? I don't know. But you basically are tackling stone, concrete. When y'all running each other full speed and you catching a damn medicine ball times 12. But Kansas City should win this game. They're going to be favored. Miami has not beaten a good team besides Dallas by the hairs of their chinny chin chin all year. And I know you shouldn't pick against Patrick. I did this before. And I don't know, for some reason in my mind, I just feel like Miami's going to find a way to win. I think they have more talent than Kansas City on the offensive side of the ball. They can run and throw the ball. I know it's going to be difficult, but they have more playmakers. HN, I'm not sure if most is going to play. I think they make one more play. We'll give it 2017 Miami. So we go to this first game on Sunday, which was supposed to be the Bills versus the Steelers, but that got pushed back until Monday because of the snow. I'm picking the Bills to win 17-7. No, TJ Watt. When TJ's not on the field, they're just a really different team. So 17-7 Bills. We know the big game of the week, the Pack and the Cowboys. That will not surprise me or shock me at any way if the Pack end up winning, because we know what can go wrong will go wrong for Dallas. I don't know if Jerry Jones put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor almost like to reverse the curse, of how he did him dirty. And, I'm not sure if it was from hopefully I'm going, I take it was from a genuine place. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that may be the thing that reverses the curse. Because karma and stuff like that to me is real. Green Bay, I'm a Bears fan, so I don't care for the Packers, but I'm not going to act like what I don't see. Like I can't see what I'm seeing. Jordan Love is playing great. That defense, though, they need a new defensive coordinator, and I feel like that's where Dallas is going to have fun with them. Green Bay keeps it close, but I feel like Dallas will win 30-20. And then the last game of the weekend, which is also on Monday Night Football, is the Rams versus the Lions. Matt Stafford goes home against the Detroit Lions, where he played for 12 years. They got a great running game with Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, of course, out here slotting with Cooper Kupp. They got a bunch of no names on defense that's playing real great, and a super name who in playoff time, he just is that guy. Arguably, and probably not arguably anymore, top 5, top 7 greatest defensive players ever, Aaron Donald. Detroit's in their first game. The Rams are 2 to 3 years removed, 2 years removed from winning the championship. I, in my heart of hearts, I just see the Lions figuring out a way. They have everything that you want on offense. Their defense is very shaky. I'm wondering if Gardner Johnson's going to play. Matthew Stafford is somebody else who gives the ball to the other team. Sometimes you pay for it, sometimes you don't. I feel like Detroit will capitalize. I think Matt will play great, but he may press and throw one pass. Jared Goff, under pressure, is worse than Matt. And I know Jared Goff, he definitely wants to get back at them. So I'm going to give Detroit a 33-27 victory going into the second round. Those are my picks for a super wild card weekend. As I said before, I really just hope everybody, take a deep breath. Coming into 2024, sometimes we just go through the motions. Everything happens and we're just back at it. Take a deep breath. Thank the man upstairs or whoever y'all want to. That's on y'all. But just be grateful. Don't be too hard on yourself. Have some goals and minds that you want to achieve. Don't let anybody get in your way. Best friends or not, or friends or foes. Don't let anybody tell you what you can or cannot do. But I also feel like nothing is impossible, but there are some things that you also need to have great perspective on, or maybe figure out if there's better ways to achieve what you want to achieve. But everybody just enjoy the weekend, man. Have a great, safe weekend. Be blessed, man. Much love, man. Y'all can find me on my social media. Ray Rob, REIROBB 97. That's on Instagram. That's on Twitter. That's on TikTok. That's on Snapchat. On Facebook, you can go to the Ray Rob Report. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Nah, man. Y'all have a great one. Be blessed.